Hi, this is Miss Pellegrin, and today we're going to look at how to play the integer game. So I took a standard deck of cards and I separated and took out all of the spades and the hearts. So the only ones that I have are spades and hearts in this deck. And I also took out the kings, so you have a total of 24 cards. This is my little reference sheet. So aces are representing 1, jacks are 11, queens are 12. Your red cards are negative and your black cards are positive. So we're going from negative 12 all the way up to positive 12. So we have a total of 24 cards in our hand. Okay? And so what we're going to do is when we're playing the integer game, you always have 4 cards. So as the dealer, I would pass out 4 cards to each person. I'm just going to do with 2 to show. And so then you have your pickup pile, and you flip the first card over. You wouldn't be looking at your own cards, but for our video, I'm going to show you my cards and the opponent's cards. Okay, so the goal of our game is to get to 0, and you are fully equipped with your number line and expo marker so that you can use that to help you determine what you have in your hand. The goal is that you're getting to 0 on the number line. Okay, at all times you must have 4 cards in your hand. So I dealt, so the person to my left is going to go first, and so they're going to look and they are going to decide if they want to pick up this 5 or if they want to pick up the unknown card. And so as them, I would be looking at my cards and I would say, well, these 2 cards equal 0 automatically because they are opposites. And so currently they are at 8, 6, 7, 8. Okay, positive 8. And so I might decide, or the opponent decides to pick up the card and discard the 6. So that now they aren't at positive 8, now they are at a negative 3. So they're closer to the number 0. And so then I'm looking at my cards. I see that I have a 0 pair as well. Okay, they are additive inverses, they are opposites, and they equal to 0. So here, I'm not even going to worry about these. I'm just going to worry about the negative 2 and the positive 5. Doesn't matter which order I go in. I could go negative 2 and then positive 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, I will end up at 3. Okay, and I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I started with the positive 5 and then went negative 3, negative 2, I would still end up at positive 3. Either way. Okay, so I am at positive 3 in my hand. I'm looking at that 6. It's not going to help me any. It'll make me further away. If it was to replace the 5, I would be one more. I'd be at 4. And if it was replacing the 2, then that would be putting me at 11. So I'm going to pick up this card that I do not know. And then I've got to decide, what am I going to do with it? Okay. And so I feel like it's better. It's going to get me closer to 0. So if I can look at that, I had negative 3. Actually would have been better the other way. So if I went positive 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I went negative 3, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. From 5, 1, 2, 3 would put me at a positive 2. So I'm going to discard the negative 2. You can only have 4 cards at a time, and then it would be the next person's turn. Because it was my turn, I just want to add a tally mark. You're going to go each person 4 times or until somebody reaches 0. Okay, and then they would be the winner if they reach 0 before the 4th time. If you never reach 0 before everybody's gone 4 times, then the person who is closest to 0. So I'll just do a couple more. So they're looking at their cards. They can either pick up the 2, and that is not the best idea. That's going to get me further away. So they would pick up this. That does not help, and so they would discard it. Okay, so I'm looking. Jack isn't helping me, so I'm going to pick up from here. That doesn't help me either, and discard. So that was my turn, so I'm doing my tally mark. I've gone twice. 8 doesn't help them, neither does this queen, which would be a 12, so I discard it. I'm going to pick up. 6 does not help me, discard. They pick up. 10 isn't helpful to them, they discard it. Oh, sorry, I did 1. This will go a little bit slower with 4 people. Okay, so then I'm picking up again. It does not help. That's my 4th turn. And they had started. So we would see who is closer to 0 at this point, because I've gone those 4 times. And so I'm at +2. They are at -3. So I would be closer to 0. I'm at 2, they're at -3. So I'm only 2 places away from 0, but they are 3 places away from 0. So I would be the winner. Okay. I hope you enjoy the game.